Today on WBTV we're going to be talking about Dead by Daylight updates, the graphics update, new killers, and some things that they're trying to fix with the servers. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so this is the first video we've done in studio in a really long time, since COVID. So we're actually back in the studio. You guys saw a couple of pinball videos last week, but we're actually back in the studio now. We got plenty of gameplays out, so for those of you looking for Dead by Daylight gameplay, you can go click on the iCard up here. Without further ado, let's get into the video talking about graphics updates and the new killers and everything like that. Graphics update, first of all. Folks, it's actually coming. So, we expected to see the graphics update before the crossplay came out.
Yeah.
That was our speculation. We thought it was going to be coming around the same time Pyramid Head came out, but I think it's taking a lot longer than they expected to, but they are doing a really good job. From, you know, the Batman Preschool map, it's out on the public test servers now. The graphics update is. And there are some glitches still, but it's looking a lot better. It definitely looks like a lot darker.
Yeah.
And a lot more scary.
I mean, overall, I think instead of just everything being like either super dark and super gray and foggy, the lighting is a lot more refined. It's a lot better. It's a lot cleaner.
And I definitely feel like it will make the game a lot more like scary and immersive than it ever has been before. Especially with killers that, you know, like Pig, that like really sneak up on you, or like Hag, where you trigger a trap and they jump out at you. It would definitely, I think it will make that game, that part of the game, a lot more immersive. You know, there's been skins in Dead by that have looked bad for a while, like really stretched skins on buildings like the Shack, or just really like old crappy stuff. I don't know how I feel about the fact they redid the gens. They look nice, but it's gonna take a bit to get used to.
What do you mean?
Like they redid the skins of the gens, you know?
Yeah.
It's just gonna take a little bit to get used to.
Oh, to recognize, that's a gen? You mean?
Okay. Because I'm not used to them looking at
I mean, I think it just looks a lot cleaner, and when you're actually repairing a gen as well, it'll like spark up, or like gears will turn as well. So,
which is a lot nicer than just like the pistons moving.
Exactly, yeah.
The other thing is Killer Shack. So this is one thing that has caused a little bit of speculation and a little bit of there's like very mixed opinions on it. Is they're gonna be pretty much changing the Killer Shack look for almost every single map. So each each realm is gonna get their own Killer Shack.
Yeah, each map a unique Killer Shack.
Yeah, so and I don't think every map will, but like each like Batman Preschool as like a realm.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like each map, not variation.
Yeah, so I think we'll definitely be seeing that when that comes out. Definitely coming into the play, but I don't know how I feel about that, because Killer Shack is the one building that's highly recognizable. Doesn't matter what map you're playing, you can always see it. But now that they're changing it, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to recognize Killer Shack when you see it. Because Killer Shack will also, like God Palettes in Killer Shack, there's really good loops in Killer Shack. So if you're looking for Killer Shack, that's going to take a little bit to get used to for older Dead by Daylight players.
I mean, I think also another thing we've covered as well is just from some of the skins of Killer Shack we've seen, it's like brick. And instead of the wood, the see-through wood as well, it's like a thicker brick. So, overall, it's just, they're trying to make the game look a lot cleaner. And gameplay-wise, not being able to see the killer through holes in Killer Shack. Or see the red tear radius through walls anymore. Like, it's going to be a lot more intense, a lot more, like you said, scary, competitive. So.
Well, I think that was the Batman Preschool one that had the brick on it. And I saw the Yamaoka Estate one, they've just, like, done heavier wood paneling around it. So, I mean, the building is going to be the same, the layout's going to be the same. We're still looking at like the one window, the two doors, and the God palette, but yeah, that will be something to get used to when it comes out. But we're definitely looking forward to that. Rumors right now are saying that it's going to come out for Chapter 17, I believe.
So next chapter?
Yeah, then the upcoming.
But that's again, that's only for the 2 maps. Or sets of maps that we've mentioned.
You will get all 6 Batman Preschool maps, and you will get 2 the 2 Yamaoka Estate maps, the Oni one and the one for the Spirit.
And that will be coming out with the new killer for Chapter 17.
So we're looking into the new killer. I don't know a ton about him.
I've actually watched a video on him, and I know how his power works.
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically, it's like he's called the Blight, and his whole theme is like, a while ago there was a Halloween event called the Hallowed Blight, and these plants were mutating and growing. So basically this killer takes that plant, takes serum out of it, makes a serum, injects it into himself, and then he can do a little rush. He can do a little charge, similar to that of legions or onis, but his charge is he can't hit out of his charge until he has ricocheted or bounced or collided. So basically what he does is he does a charge, and then he starts slowing down until you hit a wall, or a pallet, or like the tires, or something on the map, unique to that map. The bamboo, if it's Yamaoka. You hit it, and then he can turn around, and he gets another rush, another boost, and he starts sprinting at you again. And then he's able to hit you.
Yeah.
So, it's a very interesting power, and honestly, depending on how far he can go, how many times he can bounce, I've heard comments and people speculating that he could be one of the highest mobility killers, alongside like Billy and Nurse.
Yeah.
So
there is like a stun period, like when he injects himself.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of like Billy and Nurse, where like if you see them revving his chainsaw, you like run towards him as Survivor. Probably there would be something that you could probably try.
Well, yeah, because exactly he can't hit you until he collides with something. Yeah. So if you run straight at him and body block him, maybe he can't even collide, you know?
Yeah, because like normally if a killer is like sprinting towards you and you try to go for the body block, they can down you, especially Billy. But this guy, you can just body block him.
I mean, I haven't seen too much gameplay messing with him.
Yeah.
I've just seen gameplay on how his power works and acts. So, and his Mori as well. His Mori, he walks up and he injects the serum into the Survivor, and basically their head starts imploding, or like opening, not imploding, opening up, and like plants start growing out of it, and like the serum starts growing like pusilla petals, and then their stomach gets larger as well, and then he stabs them and they like pop, basically.
Holy shit.
So
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I think is the biggest OP thing that this new killer has is his new hex, the new hex that's coming.
Yes, actually.
So this hex is that whenever you cleanse one of his totems,
one of his hex totems.
Any totem on the map, it notifies you that you're cleansing a totem.
Well, no, I don't think it's that if you cleanse it, if a Survivor is within 2 meters, but then also the added thing that I thought you were getting out of hexes is that if you cleanse their hex, like a hex ruin, or you cleanse that hex specifically, or that like hex throw of the hunt, or any of the hexes, it moves to the next dull totem. So therefore it encourages you, if killers use this, to actually, it's another encouragement to cleanse all totems, or more totems.
And the only way to stop it from moving is if you cleanse the hex that actually is his perk. Then they'll all stay where they are, and you can just, everything business as usual after you cleanse that specific totem. But yeah, especially something like Haunted Ground. Like Haunted Ground can become really OP now if Haunted Ground just keeps moving all over the map, and you cleanse Haunted Ground like 3 times and get exposed.
You're right, yeah, because if you cleanse Haunted Ground, it doesn't get deactivated, it just it moves.
Because at the moment, you take a risk when you cleanse Haunted Ground, but then you're exposed, and then you're done. But yeah, that definitely makes a major difference if that is a repercussions what happens when you cleanse a totem like Haunted Ground.
The one thing I will say though is if you're running a perk like Devour Hope, which has stacks, when they cleanse Devour Hope, I'm almost certain the stacks reset.
Yeah, so. I would think so. I would hope so. Because that could be really OP if they just keep moving all over the map. And it would definitely force people to... cleansing totems is always that thing where, like, some people do it, some people just don't. But, like, they're definitely trying to add more things to make you...
Exactly, like especially with Stranger Things a while back, Nancy Wheeler's perk, where it's like it rewards you a short heal for like a quick amount of time as long as you've cleansed a totem before. So and it doesn't get erased until you use it to heal in a locker.
Yeah.
So you can save it until end game when you're the last survivor, or you can use it not to waste time being healed by someone else.
Yeah.
So.
And then I guess finally hitboxes. So I'm gonna let Blake talk about this because I know he knows more about it than I do, but there's been major problems with hitboxes.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, what it is it's like how they've explained it is that they call it like hit detection technically.
Yeah.
But it's like a survivor's hitboxes. So if a killer has a slow internet speed, or they're laggy and their connection to the server is like making the server lag and making survivors get hit when they shouldn't, how it appears on a killer screen is on a killer screen, this is the killer and this is the survivor. You appear right there. But on your screen, the survivor appears here and the killer appears here.
Yeah.
So what they want to do is normally they've been going off of the killer's vision to run the server. And what the killer sees, or what the killer has done, is what happens to the server and what is affected. So that's why if you're over here and the killer's over here, he hits you because it's like this for him, that's why it counts as a hit.
Yeah.
However, with hit detection, they're trying to change it to the survivor view is the server view. So if he swings to hit you, he will either miss, or on his screen, if he swings and hits you here, it will nullify and the hit won't count. So you won't take damage, you won't take a sprint burst, they will just get the killer recharge stun after their hit.
Yeah.
So trying to fix lag and make the play more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So.
Well, which is really interesting because they're definitely like this year more than any other year. Very surprising. They're definitely pouring a ton into Dead by Daylight. I know that it launched on Stadia this year and it launched on Switch at the end of last year. And I know that like with the new launch of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, they're probably looking into. I'm pretty sure that they said that it's going to be ported over to those newer consoles. So I think they're really trying to make it appear as like the best horror multiplayer horror game.
With already so many contract killers, I already see it in my eyes as like one of the most popular multiplayer horror games.
Yeah. So they're definitely, and I think the graphics update is a part of the fact that those porting to those new consoles, they're trying to make it actually look decent by the time it gets there.
That's one thing, that we've never really bothered about, or we just kind of put up. Like, you recognize that, it has bad graphics, but it's not the kind of game you play for graphics.
Yeah.
And Dead by Daylight has had its fair share of crazy bugs and crazy glitches.
Oh yeah, it's always...
it's always been finicky, and that's not the reason why we play it. It's not a super fine polished game.
Yeah.
It's just a fun game to play, and now we're finally getting that. They're finally fine-tuning it, polishing everything, trying to fix out some of the more major bugs as well. So.
And it's really helping, like, servers have definitely, like, matchmaking has definitely improved.
Yeah, with crossplay,
with
100%.
Crossplay, and the fact that they're bringing all those communities together to play the game has really helped with matchmaking, and it's just really helped, like, the gameplay in general. It's a lot better. It's a lot less toxic than it was when they were separating consoles, and especially early this year when the people playing on the server were starting to get very low. Before crossplay came out and before Pyramid Head came out in the spring, and there was like lots of matchmaking, like rank 20s being paired with rank 1 killers. And, like, crazy
you
stuff
still
like that.
see that, but it's not as much.
It was like, for me, it was like every game pretty much. I was like, when I first got back into it, I was like rank 20 and I was getting paired with like rank 4 or rank 1 killers, and they were just like destroying us, and it was like, okay, someone needs to fix the matchmaking of this.
I mean, just overall in crossplay as well, like we've said, matchmaking's better, you got more people to play with, like, it's given a resurgence into the game. I think we've mentioned this before, and we mentioned that this would probably happen, like, specifically just in our friend group, like, some people that I've never played with before because they play on PC, or like the people I used to play with when I had a PlayStation, I can now play with again and are now playing more frequently because normally they wouldn't play as much. So ever since crossplay came out, we've been playing at least like every other day or every day for like an hour, hour and a half here or there.
Or people who haven't played the game like in years, I've got the game back out just to play with other people. So thank you guys for watching this episode of WBTV. Definitely, guys, if you want to see more Dead by Daylight videos, leave a like on this video. You know, we're looking into it. You know, we know that we like making them. You guys like them. We normally do like a gameplay kind of week. Normally maybe once a month where we do a couple Dead by Daylight videos. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this episode of WBTV. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your family, share it with your friends, you know, one peach at a time. And I haven't done that in a while, folks. I gotta get it back. So thank you guys for watching this episode of WBTV. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Bruh, Buddy didn't say share it with the guy at Freshco.
Share it with the guy at Freshco.
Thank you guys for watching WBTV. If you want to see more videos like this one, click the video on the right. If you want to see skits, click the video on the left. And make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video.